What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video I want to give you guys an update surrounding the GeniusX Multi-Token ISPO. So we're going to jump straight into it in this video, and if you're not already familiar with GeniusX, they're going to be an accelerator program assisting early stage startups attain speed and scalability. Now they're going to be launching on the Cardano blockchain, and they're going to be assisting Cardano native projects. And so understanding that, what I want to highlight in today's video are going to be the 5 projects participating in their first ever multi-token ISPO. I also want to give you guys some details surrounding the ISPO itself, as well as what some of the benefits to participating in the ISPO are, and then what pools you'll have to delegate to in order to participate. So first, let's talk about the projects involved. The first of 5 projects to be involved is going to be Smart Places, and Smart Places is going to be a social ecosystem that's going to reward users for connecting and interacting on their platform. Now, as a part of this ISPO, they're going to be distributing their smart token. The second project we have is going to be Legity, and Legity is the first crypto wealth app where you can invest and secure your crypto assets, visualize and manage all of your wealth, and contact a financial advisor amongst thousands of experts. Now, as a part of the ISPO, they're going to be distributing their LTY token. The third project that's going to be participating in this ISPO is going to be Outlaws Brawl, and they're going to be a 3D first-person shooter game with a play-to-earn model. Now, they're going to be giving away their HYN token to delegators participating in the ISPO. And then the fourth project that we have is going to be Reach Metaverse, which is going to be building the infrastructure and first hosting service for Meta Spaces. So pretty interesting to see that as well. And they're going to be giving away their Reach token. Now, the last project that we have is going to be Drunken Dragon, and they aim to build the most epic fantasy universe by empowering fans and creators. To accomplish their mission, they're going to be creating an autonomous fantasy franchise with a decentralized intellectual property. Now, as a part of the multi-token ISPO, they're going to be distributing their Dragon Gold token, or DG token. And so that's going to wrap up the introduction into the 5 tokens participating in the GeniusX multi-token ISPO. Next, I want to highlight some of the details or basics surrounding the ISPO itself, and then we're going to talk about some of the rewards. All right, so taking a look at the basics or the details surrounding the ISPO. As I mentioned earlier, delegators will be able to earn tokens from 5 different projects by delegating their ADA to the GeniusX multi-token ISPO pools. And so we're going to talk about those pools here in just a minute, but before we do that, we can see here that each project will allocate approximately 3% of their total token supply to the multi-token ISPO. So as an example here, we have the Smart Rewards from the Smart Places team, and they're going to be allocating or distributing 900 million tokens, which is going to be 3% of their total token supply. Similarly, we're going to see Legity distributing 82 million tokens. We're going to see Outlaws Brawl distributing 300,000 tokens, while the Reach Metaverse team will be distributing about 16 million tokens, and then the Drunken Dragon team will be distributing about 60 million tokens. Now, when will the ISPO actually launch? It looks like it'll be starting off on September 12th of 2022, which will be epoch number 363. However, the first snapshot will be at epoch number 364. Now, the duration of the ISPO itself will be a total of 25 epochs, concluding on January 15th of 2023, which will be epoch number 388. Moving right along into the multi-token ISPO token release schedule, as their Gitbook states here, 10% of each token's rewards will be claimable immediately after their token generation event, or TGE for short. After each token generation event, there will be a 3-month lockup period, followed by tokens being delivered through a 12-month linear vesting schedule. Therefore, since all TGE dates for the different projects will be different, The releasing schedule will also be different, but the tokens will be claimable all at once on a single transaction. And so it looks like if you don't want to claim each of these different tokens as they're being released during the TGEs, because they will have different launch dates, you can wait until they're all released and you can claim them all using a single transaction. So pretty cool to see that the team is making this as user-friendly as possible and as hassle-free as possible. Now it also does state here, because of the difference in the TGE dates for all of these different projects, the team does expect to have all of the TGEs conclude before May 23rd of 2023. So whenever that last TGE event occurs on May 23rd, you can expect about a 3-month lockup period, followed by the 12-month linear vesting period mentioned above. So that's going to wrap it up for the token release schedule. Next, what I want to highlight are going to be the rewards. And so basically here it states the more ADA that you delegate and the longer that you delegate to the ISPO, the more you're going to earn in terms of the tokens for the 5 different projects. Now, in regards to how many tokens will actually be distributed during each epoch, they do have that listed out here. So I can actually jump over into this next tab. And we can see that for each different epoch, how many tokens will be distributed. And so for example, here we have the Smart Places tokens, which will be the smart tokens, and they're going to be distributing a total of 36 million tokens per epoch amongst the 4 different pools, which will be eligible for the Multi-Token ISPO. I'm not going to highlight each of these different categories here, pretty self-explanatory, but that is how the reward structure is going to work. Now, if I jump back over here, they do also have some additional instructions regarding the ISPO participation requirements. So you're obviously going to want to make sure that you have your ADA and a Cardano wallet ready. And you're also going to want to make sure to delegate to the 4 Genius X pools. So I'm going to quickly scroll down here and highlight those different pools. And as it states here, the Multi-Token ISPO will continue to use the same ISPO pools as the Genius X ISPO. And so if you guys are not familiar, right now there is an ongoing ISPO for the Genius X protocol. And if you're able to delegate to Genius X pools number 1, 2, and 3, or Gens X, you're eligible to earn rewards for the Genius X team. Now, what they're basically saying here is that you're not going to have to redelegate. They're basically going to be reusing the same exact ISPO pools from the Genius X ISPO for the Multi-Token ISPO. And so it says here, if you are already delegated to the Genius X ISPO, you're not going to have to do anything to start accumulating rewards for the Multi-Token ISPO. Now, what actual pool tickers do you need to delegate to in order to participate in the ISPO? Well, there's going to be 4 of them, which are listed here. The first is going to be Gens 1, followed by Gens 2. There's also going to be Gens 3, and then Gens X. Now, I want to be clear here that there used to be a Gens 4. However, that pool has been deactivated. So if you delegate to Gens 4, you will not earn any tokens for the Multi-Token ISPO. Now, in regards to the distribution of the actual tokens amongst each of the 4 different stake pools, we can see that there's going to be 100% payout of the token rewards split up evenly amongst each of the pools. So it doesn't necessarily matter which of the 4 pools you delegate to, they're all going to be accruing and accumulating the same amount of tokens. Next, I want to highlight the fact that you will not earn multi-token rewards by delegating to a saturated pool unless you delegated to that pool before it was saturated. So this also works with your regular ADA rewards. Normally, if you delegate to a saturated pool, which is basically a pool that's met their delegation limits or requirements, at that point, you're no longer going to earn rewards. But what it does say is that if you've delegated to a pool before the saturation levels, you will be eligible to earn rewards. So just double check before you delegate to any of the Gens pools that they're not already saturated. And if so, you want to double check and find one that is not saturated before you start delegating. Now, at the time of shooting this video, I don't believe that any of the Gens pools are currently saturated. And so it should be a pretty straightforward process of delegating to any of them right now. All right, I think that's actually going to wrap it up for today's video. I think I've kind of touched on everything there. I know I kind of ran through that pretty quickly, but the reason why I did that is because I already had a separate video kind of highlighting a lot of this information when it was just released about a week or two ago. And again, I'll leave a link to that video in the top right hand corner of this video if you're interested in checking that out. Now, with that said, if you guys found some benefit or any of the information covered in today's video to be helpful, then I would really appreciate it if you guys could tap that like button. If it's your first time visiting the channel, then I ask that you consider subscribing for these daily updates. And then if you guys have any questions or comments surrounding any of the information covered in today's video, then make sure to leave a comment down below. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.